EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, G, get off the field.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check three. Check. Lucky.
Geis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's get off the field, D. Mike 10. And watch that, and watch the ball. I've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Stay with your man.
On 2nd and 9. Brissett, he's got his running back, Darius Geis. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Ready. Mike by two. All day, punt. Under 10.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Let's go. We got this. Spot.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Recon, 122 fighter.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Sanders' kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Detroit. Darius Geis, 46 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run for Nick Chubb. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Set, ready? 30 base.
I got you, boy. So,
Hey, high 7.
24 is the mic. Go, go, go. 24 is the mic. Let's go.
Ready?
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Get that ball.
Check.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Gun, Brissett. He's got his man. That's Hardman. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down, Lions.
Here we go. Set. Switch the outlaw. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run with Geis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
52. Let's go, D. Let's go. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Coming, baby.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he'll take it all the way up to the 20-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run with Mack. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Throwing, Jones. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Squeeze down the
Bravo.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
New mic 52, mic 52. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ready? Mike 10, Mike 10. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Completes it to Hardman. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Brissett to throw on first. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brissett. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Brissett now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. And we got Mike 10 right here, guys.
From the red zone now, Brissett. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Darius Geis. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Mike 10.
A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Geis with a carry on second down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big depth, and under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
slip. Watch the slip.
Wide. Get wide. Okay.
First down, Brissett. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Switch. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On the ground, Geis. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Darius Geis saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Team 6.
Operating from the gun. Jones. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. This will be caught once again by Brown. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from it.
It all happens. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Jones on 3rd and 2. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Brissett on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A second down throw for Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Complete, it's Johnson. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mike 10. Here we go. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
3 down.
Ready?
Jones now throwing again. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Jones now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, Haywood.
24 is the mic. Coming for you. 24 is the mic. Check, 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 check.
Rush in. General West. Rush in. Hey, high 7. Let's go now.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hey, exit.
5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
52 is the mic, boys. 52. All day, baby, all day.
Here's Jones to throw from his end zone. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at his own 10. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Hey, hey, watch it, watch it. Watch it. Watch the edge. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Brissett sets to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
This is 3rd and goal. Brissett toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Jones. And now here is another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Change the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Brissett. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Let's go. Single. Here we go. Watch 7.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, let's get there. 24 is the mic. You're not ready.
Ready?
Jones, off play action. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett, that's caught left side by Hardman. Touchdown, Detroit! Mecole Hardman, 37 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing Jones. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
Now Guy stripped. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Go now. 30 base. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Shoot.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, it's Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of a yard.
Extra beef, they want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
You better be afraid.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, wahoo!
On 4th down, Jones. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. Jones now on 1st down, flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Jones pass intended for Tyrell Williams. Incomplete.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jones steps away to his left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations,